let's just talk about building a review team from scratch. And I can kind of just, I'll basically just teach it to you and kind of talk about it. And then, yeah, and then the other thing I do have to cover on the call, because I said I was going to, was how to bring a dead book and make it sell again.
Right.
Okay, so review teams. Okay, so basically here's what I've done. And like I said, there's going to be like a way more formal detailed lesson on step by step, but like, so let's talk your niche. I'll just use the health and fitness niche as an example. Brand new book, no credibility yet, no email list, no nothing, starting from the beginning. Here's what I would do in your niche. Or rather, like I've thought about the idea of doing like a strength training book for men over 40. I'm not over 40, I'm just saying. So I have that resource to go to one day in the far away future. So here's what I would do to kind of get that book going, right? One, the very first thing I'd start doing is joining Facebook groups for men over 40 in strength training, going to the gym, whatever. Not general health and fitness groups. I specifically target the men over 40 groups. One, they're going to be smaller. And when I say smaller, they're probably 10,000 members versus 150,000, right? Because it's the fitness space.
Right.
So that's the first thing I would do. And I would just start chatting in there daily with people, asking for tips, sharing what I was doing for my workouts and stuff like that, 2 to 3 times a day, every single day. And that's where people, it's like, oh, it's too much work, I don't want to do it. Right, because you're not excited about your niche.
Right.
But sure, let me ask you this. If I was a woman over 50 right now, how long could you talk to me about fitness, losing weight and health and eating and all of that?
All day long.
All day long.
Right. Yep.
Right? Could you come up with 3 things to talk about in a group? Or if you see somebody asking a question who's a woman who's over 50, could you comment and answer her question and give her a little bit of advice?
All day long.
All day long. Right? That's because like you're in it. Like that's what you do. It's right. And so it's the exact same thing for me. Like I just got back from the gym, and am I an expert by any means? Absolutely not. Am I self-conscious when I go to the gym thinking, am I doing this right? Does it look okay? 100%, because I'm a human and it's just what it is. But you don't have to be an expert to teach somebody who it's day one on the gym. And that's the beauty of having the books, right? So I just start talking in the groups, and what I would, and it would be like every group, like a lot of groups. When I make a post, I probably just post it in all the groups I'm in. Right. Just because you need, basically what I want is people to start seeing this Emeko Sai character all the time in the group, talking, adding value, right? I never once mentioned a book. I would never bother doing that, right? But what happens, because this always happens, is people just start friending you over time. Right, because they see you all the time. You have a common interest now, so they'll just start friending you. So I just started accepting friends on, and this is my personal page. So it's like I only use Facebook now to drive a business. I don't I might upload something that I think is cute every now and then, but that's just not what I'm just not about doing that. So I would do that. And then as I'm working on my book, I would start asking questions, right? It's like, hey, what do you guys think about this? Right? And now I'm also getting research for my book for the outline. Like actually tapping into the market, right? So I'm asking questions, communicating on those threads. And I'm not saying, oh, that's cool. Like I'm actually having conversations with people, because that is absolutely key. Then what I would do, and all of this makes sense so far, right? It's pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So then what I would do from there is, as I start producing the book, right? Or more importantly, when I see people who friend me on Facebook and I know they're from the group, I DM them and I message them. It's like, hey, nice to reach out to you. It's like, you're from the over 40 group, right? And I just start, that's it. But what's happened? They've obviously took interest in me. So let me message them and just start that private conversation with them, right? Because, what are we doing? We're building that relationship. That's all it is. No mention of a book, no, nothing. Just We're talking about the common interests we now have. So now I'm DMing people, right? Building
Okay,
that
so
relationship.
building relationships. Okay, you're meeting
Right.
people in the space. They're excited. You're excited.
Yeah. So we're
Right.
okay. So now like we've, you know, a month or so has gone by and the book's being produced and all of that. I've been in there daily. So who's noticed me? Definitely the admins or the moderators who've noticed me because,
Right.
well, otherwise the group's full of spam if they don't notice anything, right? So I'd probably friend them or DM them and say, hey, listen, I got a book that I just, you know, I got a book that I made, that I created. Hey, can I just give it away to your group for free? Like, it's just been so helpful talking with them. I just butter them up, right?
Mhm.
Tell them, like, your group's amazing. It's incredible. Like, oh my God, I've been getting some great tips. Can I just, like, can I give you this book? Could you just share it with your group? I would just, right? Or, you know, something like that. Okay. When you phrase it like that, 9 times out of 10, they're like, yeah, you want to give me something to give more value to my group. So people get more excited to have more conversations and more people want to come join my group. Yeah, I'm down for that. Right.
Right.
But it's how you phrase it or position it is absolutely key. Okay.
Given value.
Right. You're helping them.
Yeah. Right.
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 So you're not trying to sell it. It's like, can I just give you this so you can give it to your people? They'll love it. Right.
Right.
It's just the PDF or, you know, once they say yes, it's like, hey, you know, here's the PDF or whatever. You can also just share this link. It'll be for free on Amazon for these 5 days.
Right.
Right. Go for it. 9 times out of 10, they're okay with that. I've even paid to allow that to happen. It was like 50 or $100 a year.
Who'd you pay?
I like one guy's like, can you give a donation?
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, I'll give you a donation. Right. So like $50 or $100 a year.
Right.
And he allowed me to post and promote all I wanted. Right. Because it was niche related. So now all of a sudden people are going to see you giving away what? A book. They're going to be like, what? You have a book? Shit, you a big deal. You a big deal, Sarah. Right? Damn, you got a fitness book? Oh my God. Okay. And so what do people do on Facebook when you're a big deal? Friend. Right.
Okay.
And you just start DMing all those people, connecting with them. Right.
Right.
You say, hey, did you read the book? And providing you published a good book and you follow the program, right? They're like, that book was incredible. That helped me do this. Bro, could I ask for one favor, please? Yeah, anything, you name it. Could you just leave me one review on Amazon? Boom. They do it. It's like, hey, do you want to get my next book for free? What? Yeah. Or can I send you a copy of my paperback book? You would do that? Yeah. I have like a little club, you know, you just tell them what you're doing. You're building the business. You know, can you join my little
Right. So
I feel like if I have to explain this further, I'll just like, it's like my 3-year-old can figure this part out. No offense to anybody who's watching who can't figure it out. Let me know if I'm just, you know, I don't want that to come across the wrong way, but it's like, it's just, you've built such a great relationship now, right? So that's how I use Facebook groups to build a review team. Now there's other ways to do it in terms of having like a link in your book, the email, you can ask them that email, but literally that's how I built my review team. Go ahead.
Right.